Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a 31-week pregnancy update. I am currently 32 weeks pregnant and it is Sunday the 31st. No, wait, it's Monday. I don't even know what damn day it is, y'all. It's Monday, February 1st. And the reason I'm able to do a sit down video is because Colin took a half day and he is driving around with little Miss B. He's just gonna take her to Tim Hortons and whatnot. So I just have a little bit of time to film this video, and Olivia is having a nap. So I thought I would sit down and film for you guys. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Lindsay and I am 32 weeks pregnant with my third daughter. Third girl. Woo! Colin is in for it when these girls are teenagers, I'm telling you. I'm just gonna go over like symptoms and things that I've been feeling and some updates from my specialists at Mount Sinai. So if you are new here too, I'm not gonna give you the whole spiel, but I had a serious incident that happened with my second born daughter, which caused me to be high risk for this pregnancy, and it granted me some extra monitoring from Mount Sinai Hospital in downtown Toronto, Ontario. So I was seeing my specialists for quite some time, and then they cleared me. They said everything looks really good. You can go like see your midwives, you can deliver locally and see like your OB and all of that stuff. But I remember the one, I had two doctors. I think there's 3 specialists at that hospital in the fetal maternal care unit. My one doctor had told me that since I have a history of larger babies, he would like to see this little Bubs, little Miss Reese Ivy, her at least in the 50th percentile in size by the time I hit 30 weeks pregnant. Because at the time she was like 27th percentile, I believe. So I had my 30-week ultrasound, and it came back that I think she was 35th percentile. So I got so upset thinking like, he said he wouldn't be happy unless she's like 50th. Like maybe there's a reason he was feeling this way. Like, is there something wrong? So anyways, I was so upset like that whole day. That's kind of how my last pregnancy video ended. But then I called the hospital and I told them the results, and my midwives faxed over the ultrasound to them. And the first doctor that I had at that hospital called me back, and he was so sweet. And he said, listen, like I looked over the ultrasound and he said the blood flow between placenta and baby looks perfect. He said her measurements, like proportions, look really good. He said for where she is at, she's normal. He feels that she's just genetically smaller. Like she's just genetically smaller. But he had zero concerns from looking at the ultrasound. He did ask me, he said, is she moving a lot? Is there a lot of fetal movement? And I said, yes, because she moves all the time. And I feel like, especially since I hit my third trimester, like since I hit 30 weeks, in the evenings now, it's like she's trying to bust out of there. Like she like pushes and kicks, and you can see I have like my little throw blanket here that I always wear like this when Colin and I are watching, my husband and I are watching TV or whatever, and he can see from the other couch like my belly going like this and like this. Like her movements are very strong. So he said, based on the fact that you have good fetal movement, everything in the ultrasound looked good, as long as she continues to move, he's like, don't worry, hun, you will be fine. She's perfect. She's just genetically small. That's all. She's probably just gonna be a little peanut, which shocks me, because my first daughter, Blake, was 9 pounds, 10 ounces. And Olivia, she was 3 weeks early, but she was still 6 pounds, 7 ounces. That's a good size for a baby that's 3 weeks early. So it just kind of shocked me to have a baby that's like tiny, and both my other girls were always measuring 2 to 3 weeks ahead. And here's little Reese Bear who's like a week behind, and she's just tiny. So my mom and I like to think that she picked up the genes from my maternal grandparents, because my mom's parents both were small. Like there's no big people on their side. Like I'm 5'8", so I would be the tallest. Let me just turn my phone off. But they're all like tiny. Like my grandpa was 5 pounds when he was born. My grandma was like, I think when she got married, she was like 106 pounds, like just tiny genes, where everybody else, like my dad's side, Colin's side, on both sides were always big because he's Austrian. And his mom's side, all the babies were like 10 pounds, 12 pounds. Can you imagine 12 pounds? Rip vagina. So I'm just so surprised. So she is just gonna be a little bean. She's just a tiny little thing, but it just made me feel so much better knowing that like he didn't have any concerns. And like, this is a man that is a fetal maternal specialist, and he's written articles for major medical journals. And so for him, I really trust his opinion over anybody else's. Not to say that non-specialists, you know, aren't knowledgeable or anything like that, but it's like you're kind of hearing it from somebody who is an expert in their field. So it just made me feel so much better. I'm still around, like I go from like 30 pounds gained to 33, and every night it fluctuates. Like okay, before I tell you this, my husband is very lovely. Like this is not like it's gonna he's a smart ass, and he makes me laugh. And so he is hoping that like I gain a certain amount because he wants me to. He's like, you gotta gain more weight, like it's good for the baby. Like so we always laugh with each other, and that's just our marriage. We're very sarcastic with each other, dry humor. We're just a jokey, fun couple. So every night he will weigh me butt naked when the girls are in the bathtub and before I get in the shower. And whenever it like drops, he's like, damn it. He's like, I'm gonna buy you some more chocolate. Or like, anyways, it's really funny. So usually I'll be like up a pound, and then the next night it'll be like down 2. And then the next night it's up 1, and then the next night it's like down 1. And then it'll be up 2 and then down 3. So I'm kind of in the 30 to 33 pounds gained. I haven't really shot up, or if I go down, it's only like a pound or 2, and then I go back up. So and I think that's just attributed to the fact that, I mean, I didn't really have any cravings this pregnancy. I'm starting to crave chocolate a little bit more. Like I'm gonna get Colin to stop at the store and get me some milk. It has to be milk chocolate on his way home, because I need milk chocolate. And what else was I, and I found that right now my appetite's like non-existent. I mean, I'll be hungry. That's not true. I'll be hungry, excuse me, but I fill up fast. Like I don't snack. I eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't snack in between, and I'll be really hungry and I start eating, and then I'm like, I'm full. Like I don't eat very much right now. If I had to ballpark guess, under 2,000 calories for sure. I'd say like 17 to 1,800, which probably isn't a ton, but I eat till I'm full. Like I would never starve myself. I would never be like, oh, I've had enough. Like, no, if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Or if I, want a bag of chips, I'm gonna eat a bag of chips. So it's not like that. It's just, I just fill up so fast, and it could just be because I feel like I have no room. So yeah, another thing I've noticed, if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen that I'm starting to get a lot of pressure, and not like in my pelvis per se, but I'll get more pressure like in my butt, and I'll get a lot of pressure still in my stomach. Like I just feel like I need to like lay back, and it's just a lot of pressure in my stomach. I'm gonna obviously keep an eye on pelvic pressure, because pelvic pressure can be an indicator of preterm labor with a couple of other things. But I just have a lot more pressure the last, I would say from like 31 weeks to now, like, or 30, 31, 32 weeks. It's crazy the amount of pressure that I have, and it's really uncomfortable, and it's especially at night. Also, my sciatic nerve pain is back. I had a little bit of it in the beginning of my pregnancy, and then it went away, but now it's back and it's on this side. So if I stand too much or if I do too much, I get like the sharp stabbing pain, which really sucks. It's not fun. And that's an indicator that I need to sit down and just like relax. Another thing I've noticed is, I think because I'm nearing the end, I'm more physically tired. Like, not like right now I don't need a nap, but I need to sit down or lie down. And because I'm more tired, I'm having more meltdowns. Like, I'm crying a lot more. I can't take things like I did before. Just more like I need to lie down, like or I'm gonna lose it. Like, I just like, I think if you've ever been in your third trimester, you know what I'm talking about. Like, even the smallest little thing you can't take, and you just start to cry. So I've noticed that, and so is my poor husband, but he has been a saint. And he's just like, Lindsay, go sit down. Like, I will deal with it. Sit your butt down and just chill. And then I do, and I feel better. But yeah, it's been, more mood swings and stuff like that. I just physically can't do what I want to do. Like, by noon, I'm done, completely done. I'll have good energy in the morning, and then 12 o'clock comes and I'm like dead. Like, I wanted to clean the bathroom upstairs today because it's been a week. Too tired. I'm like, I'll film this video, but then I'm gonna park my butt on the couch and do nothing because I'm just too tired, and that's the reality of it. I've also noticed that my boobs and my nipples are very sensitive now. Like, they're really getting sore, and sometimes I'll get like a sharp pain. What was it, this nipple? Yeah, my left nipple. I'll get like a sharp stabbing pain, which you also get in your lady parts. They call it fire crotch, and I've had that. And also, I guess because of all the pressure when I get up from sleeping through the night, it just, your lady parts just feel sore. Like, they just feel just sore, very sore. And yeah, it's really hard to get dressed. There's hardly anything that fits me right now. I mean, this shirt is pulled up to here, and I have a shirt underneath. I have 2 pairs of pants that fit me right now, and they're my maternity leggings that go like right under the boobs, and thank God they do, because the other pair I have, they're not comfortable, or I'll have to wear like Colin's track pants. I'm wearing a lot of his long sleeve shirts because I just want to be comfortable. Like, I've got like 6-ish weeks left, give or take, depending on when my OB is available for surgery, but I just want to be comfortable, and there's probably 5 outfits that I'm comfortable in right now. So I'm doing laundry a lot more, because once these 2 pairs of leggings run out, I need to like wash them. And again, this is going to be TMI. So if you don't like TMI stuff, you're in the wrong video, but I'll give you the opportunity to click out now if you don't want to hear a lot of TMI stuff. But when you're pregnant, due to the extra hormones, you're just a little bit less fresh down there. Like, I shower every single night, and I have to, and I that's just my nature. I can't go to bed without a shower or a bath. Like, I need to be fresh pajamas, and just be clean before I go to bed. So even with that, you're just not as fresh down there. So like, a pair of leggings don't last 3 or 4 days like they used to. You gotta wash them almost every day. So I'm doing a lot more laundry to keep up with like my over the belly underwear and my leggings, which is fine. I mean, I'm used to doing a lot of laundry at this point, but so that's been fun. And yeah, she's moving a lot, which is really good. I am getting so excited to meet her. I've done some nesting. She's gonna be in our room for the first 5-6 months. And in the next week, Colin's gonna build our closets in our master bedroom, because we actually don't have closets in there. So he's putting in a closet, Um, and she's gonna be in our room for a bit. So right now I have her, she's not gonna have a nursery. So right now I have her clothes in those, you know, those clear plastic, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it. The clear plastic, like Walmart pull out drawer storage. I have 2 of those and they're full. I've done all of her laundry for 0 to 3 to 6 months, and I washed all her towels, her, you know, receiving blankets and stuff like that, and it's all folded in there. And then we're gonna use, I have a desk in my room that I'm gonna put the change pad on top of so I can change her, and then her clothes will be underneath, and then I'll just keep the diapers and wipes and like lotions and stuff like that. We have nightstands that have like the top and then they have a spot underneath so you can put stuff underneath. So I'm just gonna buy like, or put them in like the little, like a little box or something, and just put the diapers and wipes in there and like put it under our nightstand. And then when Olivia's about 2.5, she'll be 2 in March. They'll be like a week apart, this baby and my second born. She will move in with her sister. We could have moved her in now, but she's not 2 until the 12th of March. And I just feel like when she's a little bit older, it'll just be a bit of a better transition. So we do have 2 twin beds that my in-laws are lending us. We're gonna paint them white, so the girls will share a room once Reese moves into the nursery. And Livy's gonna have those, if you've been a follower for a long time, you know that Blake moved into a big girl bed, like a double bed, earlier than I would have liked, like when she was like 20 months. So we bought, you can buy them on Amazon, I'll link them below. Oh my God, my foot's going numb. My foot's going numb because I'm sitting cross-legged. We bought these rails that go all the way around so they can be in a big girl bed, but they can't get out. It's awesome and it's worth every penny. So she will have that so she can't get out, and they'll share a room until our addition is done, which it still hasn't been started because we are still waiting for the go-ahead for permits. Permits can take a very long time, especially with COVID right now, and in my town, like 6 to 8 months just for permits. And then we can start construction, which will take another probably 6 to 8 months. So it's gonna be a little bit, but we are still planning to move ahead with that. And then all the girls will have their own bedroom because Colin and I will get a master suite, so we'll have 4 bedrooms in our home instead of 3. But for right now, they're fine to share. They don't know any different. Kids don't realize like, oh, her room's bigger than mine, or like, oh, I have to share. Like when they're young, they don't know any different. They know how you bring them up and what you introduce to them. So I really don't think they're gonna have an issue sharing, and it's not a big deal. Lots of siblings do. So they'll share for a little bit. But yeah, we still, once the closets are done, I can do a little bit more nesting, but I'm pretty much done like nesting. There's a couple projects like around the house that I want to do before she gets here. I have to pee so bad already. Oh my God. That's another thing. You literally pee 24/7 when you're pregnant. Like it's, I'm not kidding, 24/7. I'm so uncomfortable now because my foot is legit pins and needles. I'm just trying to get comfortable. But anyways, and one thing I wanted to touch on just before I end this, because it's already getting pretty long. In Ontario, COVID is pretty bad. We've been in lockdown for a few weeks now, and it got extended another 2 weeks. So we can't go anywhere really, except for like a drive-through or a grocery store, or like pharmacy, doctor, all that stuff. But that's it. Like no HomeSense, Winners, Marshalls. You can't go into a restaurant, like no gyms, nothing. Everything's closed down. And it's gonna be that way until the end of February or like the first week of March. Now, to each his own. If you don't believe in the virus, fine, that's your prerogative. I do, and especially with a newborn, I'm gonna be super cautious. So we're really not having anybody stay with us or visit when Reese is born. Nobody. The only 2 people that are going to be visiting are my parents, because my dad's not working right now and my mom's retired too. They don't go anywhere, they don't see anybody, they don't work. so they're like next to no risk. My brother and sister-in-law are gonna have a baby any day now. They don't work. My brother works from home. They don't see anybody, they don't work, so they can see baby, but anybody that physically goes out to work can't see her. Like they can see her through like, you know, the backyard. Like they can look through the sliding glass doors and like say hi and like meet her that way or over Skype or something like that. But for quite some time, I'm not gonna go anywhere and no one's really gonna get to see her. And that is just the mama bear in me. If you are not like this, please don't feel, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad for what you believe or what you don't believe. To each his own, but it just freaks me out. Me personally, I feel better keeping her in a little cocoon for the first quite some time until at least things get better, because we were at almost 4,000 cases a day in our province, which is really bad. So until things get better, that's just how it's gonna be. So that brings me to my next point of getting my hair done. The next time, I usually just get blonde, like highlights, because my natural is pretty light and ashy. But I'm not gonna get my hair done for a long time after she arrives, because I'm just not gonna wanna go out and go anywhere. So I'm getting it done shortly when things are open again. And I'm gonna ask for my stylist to like, this is going on a tangent, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get her to do, what's it called? Is it like a root smudge? I don't know, but bring the root color down so that it can grow out and not look like, you know, like right now I've got like a line. It won't look like that. It'll be like more gradual, because I just don't feel like going anywhere until things get better. Colin will still be working. However, he has the luxury of, he owns his own business, so he can work in a home completely by himself, and he's told his clients that if I'm going to be working, you need to be on another level of the house away from me, or you need to be out of the house, and they are totally like understanding of that. And yeah, so it's scary, but you know what, you just got to take one day at a time, and this is just how it is right now, and hopefully it will all get better soon. But anyways, I guess I can kind of show you the bump, although I'm sitting on the floor right now. Got my slippers on, hold on. Sitting on the floor, so I'm just gonna have to show you like here. So, oh, there go my kneecaps. They just cracked, but. So I feel like she's definitely grown a little bit. I feel more like torpedoed at this point, and I feel like I'm just a ball. Like I feel like I just have like a beach ball in front of my stomach. Like it's literally, she's literally a beach ball. And I will say, there goes my other kneecap. I'm just gonna pick you up now. I will say too that I can still get my winter coat completely done up. I mean, it's tight, but it'll do up. Where even with Olivia, I couldn't get it done up by this point. Like there was like no way in hell it was happening. So my belly is smaller now, excuse me, than it was with both girls, but she's just a little bean and that's okay. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you, and I'll see you in my next one.